For show match of the night, we got Bojack playing Zerg. Upper right hand side of Fighting Spirit. And we got Pizzalord. Top left. Also a map maker. Active in our Discord. American living in Peru with his wife. Shout out to him. Active in our Discord. American living in Peru with his wife. Shout out to him. Active in our Discord. And that would be Grandpa Patches bringing feedback. Gotta pull first from Bojack. Alright, so what's Pizzalord doing? Forge expand. Bojack is going to put down a hatchery at his natural. Cannon should be up in time. And the Pizzalord lost his probe. No bueno. It's like Bojack is gonna grab 3 o'clock. Getting a gas. Pizzalord doing some scouting. Sees the 3 o'clock expansion. I think during this time, Bojack should just be droning up. A Hydra bus would be effective if timed correctly in these positions on Fighting Spirit. Buddy's opting for the lair. $18 probes to 15 drones. Pizza doing a good job of keeping his probe alive so far. And just as I said that, it's going to die. Alright. First Zealot will appear shortly. Will it stay at the natural? Or will it attack? We'll find out. I guess it's just gonna hang out there. Got a Spire. Could be effective pretty early. Stargate being made. I like this. I think Zerg is in a pretty good position. I think Protoss is not bad position. Some extra minerals not being used by Pizzalord. Alright, so we're setting ourselves up for a macro game. That should be Hydraless speed. Let's follow this course there. Oh! Close but no cigar. Is my 5th grade teacher used to say. Mr. Sands. Kind of a inappropriate expression to say to 5th graders. So this Overlord is going to get it, and it's going to get it good. Alright, so we're making Hydralisks, and a lot of them. Speed is more than halfway done. I mean, looking at it, they seem to be in good places. I can't tell who is leading right now. I want to say they're both more or less even. And it's just gonna depend on how, I guess, the Zealot attack is gonna go, or Bojack's gonna move out with Hydralis. Archives is just finishing up right now. And we're researching Storm. Got 3 gateways, 2 more warping in. Supplies aren't that different. Worker counts are pretty good. And we gotta move out. Don't think... Yes, +1 has finished. And it looks like Bojack's gonna be fine. There's a nice little wall there of Hydralis. I like how Bojack really took the time to drone up and make a ton of Hydralis, and how he's blocking pretty much his Nat and 3rd. Pizzalord's really gonna have to macro up, get some temps, lay down some good storms. It's gonna be hard for Bojack, I think, to dodge the storms and take care of the Zealots. See how he does. Do have Overlord speed. You know, this would be great if the Hydralis can take care of these Zealots. But they might get sandwiched in. Gotta be careful about the storms. 2 Templars. 3. I think that went well for Protoss, but Bojack still has a lot of Hydralisks at home. And Pizzalord wants to grab 12 o'clock. Soren, my man.
How's it going?
I didn't want to quit Quark stream, but
I know he's just getting rolling.
This is BW hell, and I gotta carry it forward. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, of course.
So this is a D rank best of 5 game 1 on Fighting Spirit.
Ooh, that's a really nice storm. It's gonna be tough, I think, for him to hold that 12 o'clock that he wants to take.
Yeah, good point. I don't know if Zerg knows about it, otherwise you'd attack
Oh
it,
yeah,
right?
I would think so. Yeah, it looks like he's just moving towards the natural.
It's got a lot of gateways though, eh?
I pumped out a bunch of zealots real quick.
So I think this is really hard for Zerg to deal with unless you get lurkers, which we have some.
Yeah, some lurkers would do great against all the zealots. There we got one about to burrow in the battle. Yeah, he's got to run away.
I don't know if he has an observer.
Oh, he doesn't even have a robo. Oh, that's gonna take a while.
Oya style.
I like he's moving around to see if he can maybe go attack the Zerg's third with all these zealots.
Oh, so you're just gonna try to sneak back there, Bojack? Oh man, yeah,
The
that was not
storms
good.
are big.
He's accomplishing nothing there.
Yeah, it looks like he knows about the third at 12 o'clock now because it looks like there's something there. Oh yeah, he's
Thank you.
attacking it. So I'm not sure why he keeps going into the natural. The zealots over by Zerg's side of the map look like they're fighting something.
My apologies. Someone was asking me questions about co-casting, so we're back, and
Oof.
I missed everything.
Yeah, it looks like the Protoss is really cleaning up, you know, both on defense and attacking over here by the Zerg's third.
I feel like Bojack's being too aggressive. He's not able to accomplish much, so he could maybe just keep expanding and try to take this to the long game. Get more lurkers. Maybe set up a sort of contain here. If he has enough Hydralisks and lurkers with Scourge, he can target the observers.
Yeah, that can be really hard to break out from. I feel like he kind of missed his opportunity though, when he had that massive Hydras earlier and could have, you know, denied the Protoss third. It's gonna be tough. I think he's decently behind now.
He lost a lot to very little. I think he killed a cannon, a Templar, but he lost like 10 Hydralisks to Storms and Zealots.
Yeah. Yeah, some more lurkers would definitely be helpful. I'm curious what he's gonna continue with, if it's just gonna be Hydras or is he working towards something else?
We got 1-2 upgrades for Protoss and 1 upgrade for Zerg.
Yeah, so those Zealots are doing quite a bit of damage if they can get onto the Hydras.
Like, he didn't have an observer this whole time, right? And
yeah,
that might be the first one being made. So there was a time there that he could have really made use of lurkers.
Yeah.
Even sneaking them behind here.
Yeah, the third still looks pretty exposed. Nice job blocking with the probes there, not letting him up the ramp.
Yeah, you're thinking, why doesn't he just borrow the lurkers below the ramp? But that's not going to solve his problems anyways.
No.
Oh, there's one observer. We got Scourge.
On a Hydras. Yeah, he really works through that army, even though
He did
Oh,
better
actually,
than I thought, right? But he's got
yeah.
Scourge, man. Just send him over.
I mean, you saw how fast those Zealots melted to the Lurkers, though. And we got a couple more Lurkers coming in. Oh, the storm. I think Protoss, yeah, he's gonna clean up and push across. How's the defense at the natural looking for the Zerg? Does he have a couple Lurkers there? No Lurkers,
Naked.
and it's a muta switch.
He's just been feeding Pizza Hydralus the past 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of units. I don't think he necessarily had to, but that's the situation he's in now. See if the mutas can maybe pick off some Templar.
Oh
Got
yeah,
one, got two,
he is. That's
got three.
they kind of killed
Four.
themselves with their own storms, didn't they?
Yeah, suicidal Templars.
A Dark Archon would probably be useful by this time when you're moving out with that many Templars, so you could morph it earlier on so it gathers enough energy for Maelstrom.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any way you can like protect yourself against that kind of muta harass, right?
it's really hard to without yeah, Maelstrom, or if you have like an Archon or two and you can keep them, you know, really pay attention to the position and keep them close to the Templar so that they have to eat Archon shots to come in and snipe.
Yeah, that sounds
You know,
really hard. Because the
it is,
Templars are
yeah.
so slow.
They are, yeah.
He's doing a good job of taking out the Templars, man.
Oh, he went in and attacked Archons though, so he just lost a bunch of his mutas.
Being a little overly aggressive, and now he's trapped.
Yeah.
Oh, is he gonna turn into lurkers there?
That would be a sick. Yeah, nice play. That's awesome.
Yeah.
See, he's getting some probe kills.
Lost mining time, definitely worth it, but he did lose his expansion at, what is that, 4 o'clock?
Oh yeah, yeah, he did. I mean, Protoss has had this third mining for a while, so the Zerg really needs to get a fourth base up. If he wants to, you know, continue to be able to trade.
All the probes going back. Would have been sweet if you can hit him twice with worker. Like at this point, I think he's got to give up on being offensive and just try to hold an attack. What's his upgrade at? Let's do 1 to 2. It's a lot of zealots.
Yeah, still really zealot heavy. Ah, the lurkers right into the army. He calls GG.
Yeah, Bojack I think was a little too aggressive this game. Nice macro game. Both of them are familiar with the builds that they're supposed to do. But in terms of like choosing when to attack, when to back off, Bojack I think could have probably done a little bit more.
Yeah, it's the first game, so let's see if he can maybe find a better openings after he gets the 3 hatch, if he continues to do that. All right, so it looks like we're on Neo Sylphid for game 2.
You got it.
And over in the bottom right, we've got the orange Protoss Pizzalord. And up at 12 o'clock, we have the grade Zerg Bojack.
You know anything about PVZ on Sylphid? Does it benefit one race more than the other?
You know, I don't have that much knowledge that I would be able to comment on that. I feel like the rush distance isn't too far from natural to natural.
Yeah,
So I don't know, you know, who directly that would help if the Zerg wants to go for like a heavy Ling, you know, Ling speed and try to flood in there, or if the Protoss goes maybe gateway expand instead of forge this time and tries to put on some early pressure, get a drone or two. So we'll have to see. Oh, and he's doing in base. He's not even walling at the natural.
When I was laddering a few seasons ago, this is all I did. PVZ.
Yeah, I don't like playing PVZ too much. It's hard, but I like seeing the 2-gate. He's gonna bust some zealots out. Yeah.
I mean, you can make sure that the game lasts about at least 10 minutes. I could see it going into mid to long game, but that's a one baser is kind of a do or die thing, especially if they expand.
Yeah, I mean, if he does enough damage though, he could fall back and try to expand. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, that's kind of my strat too. They're fun because it's like micro intensive.
It is, yeah. Luckily for Bojack, he went pool first before his expansion there, so he's able to make Zerglings already. He's about to see that he's going up against 2-gate.
Yep.
See what is he gonna do? Producing Zerglings. Probably gonna try and throw down a sunken over at the natural right when it pops up.
On one hatchery, and you pump out enough lings. I mean, with really good micro, this is tough to stop because you're gonna have a handful of zealots before the second hatch is done.
Yeah. Okay, so he finds the first one, getting lots of hits on it.
Yeah. It's already lost its shield. I'm not sure what the best strat is here, to engage with the lings or just try to sneak into the main. And because now I feel like Protoss might go into a defensive position and lose the advantage.
Yeah, I mean, he already lost one of his zealots, second one. And Zerg's taking a third hatchery, so he's feeling really comfortable against this right now.
I'd like to see, you know, a slow tech, maybe get +1 upgrade and speed. You can do it on one base. Get an Archon.
Yeah, let's see if, you know, when he decides to go for gas, if he does.
I know it sounds like a weird build, but if he's just going to make all Zerglings, you're going to need that +1 and speed. And
yeah, he's getting repelled pretty easily.
They got 3 hatches soon to make lings out of.
Yeah. Alright, let's see the micro. 1 zealot, 2 zealots down, 3. This is just not looking good for our Protoss friends.
Never researched speedlings. As an extractor, couldn't mind 100 gas.
Well, he actually has 136 gas saved right now, so he could research it.
Yeah, I'm wondering why he hasn't.
There it goes.
Maybe he forgot.
Yeah, that very well could be. I mean, he was dealing with a lot of pressure with the zealots trying to get into the natural there, so he's prioritizing that.
Alright, so these aren't going to be very good trades for Zerg.
Yeah, losing a lot of links to the zealot wall there. Will he be able to get through? Nicely done. When that zealot died, he had the other one take its place. Yeah, I don't think that was the play for Zerg. I think he should have just controlled, you know, the space outside the natural and zoned up a bit.
I was like, is that gonna work? He's got 3 hatcheries, he can keep making Zerglings, but he doesn't have speed. The reinforcements are gonna take forever.
Yeah, he also only has 8 drones right now, so like he's not mining that much.
He should be running into Protoss's base, I feel. I mean, this isn't bad either.
Yeah, he's got plenty of links.
Yeah.
That
speed is done.
Yeah.
No zealots.
No wall.
Could be going 3-gate if you're just gonna one base.
Yeah, he's mining gas. Oh no, they slipped through.
I think Bojack, if he just keeps pressing S and Z on all his hatcheries,
Let's
got
see.
this.
And the Ling Flood works. He defends the 2-gate. Bojack takes game 2.
Yeah, I got to A rank a few seasons ago when I just got back into Brood War by one basing. Like, I didn't watch any StarCraft, I didn't know about the meta or anything. I remember some people cussing me out. Looking back on it, I kind of get why there's that anti-Protoss. Or like...
You were the Protoss scum of the ladder, huh?
When you're not going meta, like, your opponent has no idea what you're doing and stuff. But my intention wasn't really to win, it was just what I remember from back in the day.
Sure.
And that was just one basing, but it can be really powerful. Like, I get up to 4 gates and I get speed zealots and archons and +1, and by that time Zerg usually has like a third, and if they're going hydras, they're pumping out hydras, right? And you can overwhelm them by just sending a flood of zealots and archons. But it takes some microing, and I think that's the hardest thing for a lot of new players to learn how to do well, and to like gauge when they can, you know, get into a battle and not. That's a little tougher too, you know. Like, sometimes even as casters, you see like a battle going on, you're like, I don't know, this doesn't look good for so and so, but then they end up kind of winning it.
Yeah, the tides can turn, you know. It, like you said, it definitely can come down to the micro, and I think you're right that a lot of newer players, you know, they do the old 1A, 2A and attack, move in, and hope for the best. If you have some extra control, you can take maybe an unfavorable fight and turn it in your favor.
Game 3, it's tied 1-1. We're on Eclipse.
Nice, nice. Up in the top right, we've got the green Zerg. It's Bojack. And down in the bottom left, just lost game 2, trying to bring it back. It's the Protoss Pizzalord.
Love his name.
So I wonder if Pizzalord's gonna go back to his Forge expand after his 2-gate. So. Yeah, he's sending the probe out.
This is kind of early. No? Oh, I guess that's about right. I'm guessing we're gonna see a Forge first and not a Gateway, just because Gateway opening might be more difficult, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, he did a Forge opening in the first game, right? So that he could mix it up and go Gate. It'd be cool to see him use, you know, 3 different builds in 3 different games, or at least 3 different openers, rather.
Gonna see a like... Nexus first?
He's setting another probe.
Yeah. Okay.
So look, Bojack's sticking with his pool before hatchery. Drone's just chilling up top. Doesn't want to go build a hatchery quite yet.
Psych. That was nicely done.
Oh yeah, I guess that was purposeful. I was like, he moved command and it got stuck. No, that makes sense. He is dodging.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to get blocked.
He's just like, you're not sending another drone out.
The trickery. So, looks like Pizza's seen that the pool is done, and he's gonna throw down a cannon before he puts down the Nexus. Just wants to be super safe.
Yeah, what do you think about that? I feel he's in his base, he can see what's being made. 2 links came out.
Yeah, I think he could have thrown down the Nexus first, but I understand, you go into the base, you see the pool's already done, you see an egg making, and you just decide, you want to be safe. I can understand it. I think he could have gotten away with the greed there, though. All right, so quick third hatchery there, too.
I'm guessing Bojack's doing his build from the first game. We might see a lair into a spire. And Pizzalord might be doing a similar build to the first game.
Yeah, it does. They both.
I'm sorry, I'm wrong.
Oh, there goes the Hydra. And so this may be a Hydra bust instead. So Bojack's saying, I didn't like the first game. It went, pretty long. I'm gonna try to do a bust here.
I thought he might cancel the den after the probe died, but no, he's keeping it.
So
are we gonna send another
cannon.
probe? Oh.
Yeah, I would like to see us. I think you're right on sending a second probe. It'd be nice to see, just how much Zerg is committing. Are you seeing Hydras being made or not? There's a lot of Lings already built. He's getting third cannon already, so he's really respecting the fact that he could get busted.
I think it's so worth it to always send out a probe. 50 minerals, it might die. You could send it all the way around and not through like the middle across the map if you want to sneak it in there, but passing the middle might be useful because if they're rallied their units there, you're gonna pass by like a group of Hydralists and know you gotta get ready.
Yeah, well, he's already getting ready. Fourth cannon now being put down. But I agree, you have two Nexuses, so you can prompt probes, like losing one probe for that count on the army, or if you can get into the base and see exactly, how many drones, what the Zerg is making, it's completely worth it.
If he had canceled his den and just droned up and teched into Spire, I think Pizzalord would be disadvantaged right now because he made a bunch of cannons expecting Hydralists, and that could have been a psych out by Zerg.
Yeah, I mean, if he got him to commit to all those cannons at the front, and then no Hydras came out and a bunch of mutas flew into the mineral lines, I think we'd be pretty screwed.
Like, Pizza's definitely expecting Hydralists.
Yeah, so we see in the production, we've got some Hydras coming. It's not a huge
to see what's going on.
Oh, he's supply blocked at the moment. He's about to get another Overlord, but he can't make any Hydras at the moment. That's not feeling too good for him. Does Protoss already have +1 weapons done?
No.
He's going armor first. It's very strange.
That's not a thing you do?
I don't know if it's a thing that people do, but I usually see people go for the +1 weapons so that the Zealots do more damage.
So 4 Hydralists, very low health.
Yeah, they're all low.
3 more in the back. I wonder what Bojack's thinking right now. Yeah, he's
going more Hydras. 9 more in production. Citadel's done. No Templar archives quite yet.
Are we not mining gas from Remain? We're not. And we're not mining any gas that are natural. That's not good, right? There's no build where you don't mine gas.
I wonder if he's just going for Zealot speed and gonna just go like mass Zealots, because he has a bunch already.
I think it was intentional, you're probably right. I don't know how good that is though.
I don't think it's good. I think you should be working towards the Templar archives and getting Storm. So he has a second forge already, so he's going, the armor is on the forge that's in the wall getting attacked right now, and he has +1 weapons on the one inside of his main. Researching.
I wonder if it's ever a thing where you just don't mine any gas and you make like 8 gateways really fast and make a shit ton of Zealots. That's something crazy I would try. So he's moving out. Let's move back in.
He's got to, if he's gonna make a move like that, I think he should really wait for the Zealot legs, which is about a quarter of the way done right now. And then meanwhile, Bojack is getting Ling speed kind of late and going into Lair, which is about to finish. That is a ton of cannons. He is super scared of a bust.
Yeah.
And look at that, 10 drones. So Bojack sees all of those cannons, I think makes the right call and makes a huge round of drones.
He's got to be worried about a bunch of Zealots moving out soon.
Yeah, with the legs, he should have time to get that round of drones out and then build some more Hydras. And he's researching Lurker. So I think that's going to be incredibly effective if he can get a couple Lurkers out before these Zealots hit. You know, they're just going to completely thwart any attack.
This whole time he could have snuck like, well, he's got an Overlord. I mean,
yeah,
he could come down there and really see everything that's going on, but might not make a difference.
Yeah, it's funny that there's an Overlord just, I mean, he can see everything that's coming out of the gateways, so if he pays attention, you know, he's got a good idea of how many Zealots there are. I think, you know, you should have just let your opponent have an Overlord there. Just make at least one Dragoon and drive it off.
Right.
And Bojack's floating a lot, so he has a ton of minerals and a decent amount of gas, so...
Yeah, that's not good.
Looks like that's good. He's throwing down a couple more hatcheries. Spend those minerals, get more production.
He's definitely underestimating how many Zealots right now are waiting to bust out. And these Hydralists are going to get overrun. So I wonder if he should just pull back and get ready.
Now, if he pushes out like right now or in the next, you know, 10, 15 seconds, I think he can attack the Protoss can really, you know, break out. But he should be making Lurkers somewhere. He's made 8 Lurkers just back there. If those get down and he can get the contain, it's going to be incredibly tough.
Just in time.
Oh.
For one Lurker at least. And that's going to be enough.
Him off.
Yeah.
Wow, how lucky. Or well, just good timing. And the Reaver's stuck behind. Oh no. he's trapped in a mineral prison.
Yeah, this could be really good. A Lurker contain, drone up, tech up further, start upgrading.
Yeah, I mean, a Muta switch would be so good against. He's seen that it's like mass Zealot, and I like that he's spending his gas on getting the Reaver, which I think is cool. You know, it can help to break out. There we finally see some Templar. I don't know if he researched Storm ever though.
Oh, he's doing it now.
There we go.
So that's pretty late, right?
Yeah, I think he should have, you know, already had Storm in that. But like you said, pointed out earlier, he wasn't mining gas. It seemed like it was on purpose. So he had this idea of breaking out with a bunch of Zealots, but his timing didn't quite work out where the Lurkers were already in place.
Alright, I wish there were 2 Zealots in here, but it could still do some damage.
Yeah. Oh, the Observer gets sniped. So let's see how many Observers have to die this game in the name of just scouting out the Lurkers. That's number 1. And still the Overlord's just chilling over the ramp and the production in the main. I still don't understand.
That's pretty funny.
You gotta attack that with a Dragoon. Alright, Reaver.
In the mineral line.
Oof, okay. Looks like a couple drones and a couple hydras.
I don't know what the rule is. Do you want to drop inside the mineral line? I know if you drop outside, the scarab has to travel like around and it misses sometimes. But there's a risk going inside the mineral line as well, I think.
Yeah, I think going outside it has a higher chance to like dud and get stuck on it, but
He doesn't even
he's
have that many
confident.
drones for him to like hit, you know? It's
I
not
mean,
one
he's
of those
got
juicy situations where you got like 15, 20 drones mining.
Yeah, I mean, usually with Zerg, they're not so saturated that you're getting those giant hits like against Protoss or Terran. And he loses it. He loses the Reaver. I don't
Yeah.
really think he got what he was looking for out of
No,
that.
no way. Those aren't good dropping points, I don't think. Too vulnerable. And it sucks when they hit the shuttle, you can't even pick up your Reaver.
Yeah, if he had, maybe he could have skirted out, sacrificed the Reaver, and kept the shuttle alive because his production on his robo is going to be like really precious. He's going to need to be making, well, Reavers seems to be his choice for some splash damage, and Observers, obviously, for breaking out of the Lurker contain.
Alright, so it wasn't looking good for Bojack in the beginning. But now, it's not bad. Although,
Yeah.
a bunch of storms could really change the situation.
That's a lot of energy. Yeah, look at that. A couple of them are like basically full energy.
Yeah, Bojack's got a lot of gas. I feel like if he just makes an army of lurkers, it'd be so hard to break out of that when they're spread out.
Yeah, at least has he gone towards Hive or like gotten Queen's Nest or anything?
Spire.
Yeah, I'd like to see him working towards Hive. I mean, he's got control of the game right now. And like you said, tons of gas. He could work up towards, getting some defilers. Like plagues on this many zealots would be so devastating.
I'm worried about him dying right now, even though he looks in a comfortable position. I feel like 3 or 4 storms are just going to destroy all his
They definitely
hydralisks.
could. He's moving out, so he's...
Oh, those storms are really effective.
Yeah, some really good storms. That's a giant one. Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's lost his whole army pretty much.
Well, he's got... Those lurkers are nicely spaced in the back.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like most of the Templar, there's 1 or 2 in the main left.
Oh no. Is he gonna target the observer?
He's got it held back.
These were good trades for him. Bojack, I mean.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, his economy is online. He's got 63 drones, all 4 bases going. He's breaking out though. He's doing it with mostly zealots. Those storms at the beginning really whittled down the army.
Oh, he just stormed the shit out of his own units. He's out.
Name a buyer.
He needs
out,
to...
So... Oh, is that a drop? Oh, just when you thought you were done. We're now inside of your base.
Oh my god.
He doesn't pull. That's
Pizzalord had
too late.
a ton of time to react to that, but that's gonna hurt. That might be GG.
Yeah, I mean, if his already getting close to mined out, you can see both the natural and the main, so it'd be hard for him to like muster up a big enough force to like go for the killing blow. So I mean, a third now at 16 minutes is super late as well, so both options just aren't looking too good for Protoss.
Yeah, he's got a ton of Zerg units. Expansions. That many minerals, he could just put down a hatch everywhere.
Yeah, how many does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Yeah, I could have teched a Hive by now. You're right. But... might not even matter.
Yeah, still inside of the main of the Protoss. He's got lurkers there. I mean, Pizzalord has pylons to give. He's at 109 of 194 supply, so he can lose a couple of these pylons. Nice
pickup.
Yeah, I saved them. Okay, some expeditionary zealots going across. Gonna see that, yes, there are a ton of Hydras and
Yeah, I
Lurkers.
mean, I don't know what you're expecting. I'm hoping he secures his third and doesn't throw away these units.
It appears he is throwing away those units.
Like, it's not impossible for him to come back. It's looking kind of bad. How many probes does he have? 25.
Yeah, I mean, 25, that's not even enough to saturate 2 bases.
Like, he's got a ton of gas. He can make a lot of Templars. He has Reavers. You know, you can drag this on.
Yeah, I think
Zerg might take
sure
the whole map, but you could pray that Zerg just, like, throws away his units into storms or whatever, or useless attacks.
Yeah, it's just too bad that the Nexus for the third is just going down and not at like 15 and a half or 16 minutes when he first was kind of out and had the choice of what to do.
Okay. I would like to see Templars being made. We need minerals, I'd say.
Yeah, I think he should start making some probes again too.
Totally agree with you. Yeah, we can't survive on 25 probes. Good upgrades. 2-2.
2-2.
That Overlord is still alive.
I think he's adopted him into his legions, his Protoss group. He's like, you know what, you can stay. We're gonna keep you the whole game.
It's pretty funny. Oh, he caught a drop.
That could be big if he could pick off some full Overlords, some storms on it.
Savior expansion.
No, so yeah, I think he'll be able to kill it before he gets back up in here.
Bojack's got 4K. 3K, yes.
3K, yeah. He's finally getting the Queen's Nest so he can protect the Hive once that's done. Will the Nexus fall? What's the...
Somehow it didn't.
I don't think he was focusing it with everything.
No. Just macroing, which is fine. He's got the game in the bag. It's really up to Pizzalord. I can't see him winning this, but...
I really like Pizzalord's move here, building the Nexus at the double gas in the top left. You know, if Zerg sees it, it's totally dead, but, you know, he's got to make a play, and I think that's a good way to try.
Oh, we got a drop here. This could be nice.
The Reaver shots on the eggs.
Oh my god.
They hatch.
Oh, just one storm there.
Yeah, they're
Don't
all...
Don't lose the Templar has full energy.
Wow, he's really making a move here. This is impressive by Pizzalord.
Like, this could be really bad for Zerg. A few storms.
Yeah, and he still has the 2 Reavers
fighting. Oh, that's such a juicy storm there. It's like every Protoss's dream, right?
Yeah, that's all good storms. The Reavers, though, where did they go?
I think they got killed off. Oh,
no, they're inside the shuttle there. I don't know if that was the right play. I think he really could have crushed that Hydra army with the 2 Reavers there too.
What happened? Excuse my language.
Alright, the Reavers gotta do something. Oh, it's the the conga line of lurkers going over into the third.
Oh, Pizzalord.
That was a valiant effort by Pizzalord. He really fought well. Even in the, you know, face of a huge Zerg economy and lots of Hydras.
I was like, is he gonna win this?
I was started to believe for a second too.
Just needed to defend his third. He lost sight of that. (2-1) for Bojack in this best of 5 D rank show match. Next game is on match point. I'm joined by Soren, who's abandoned Quark to be with us. In your face, Quark.
Oh, it's tough choices. All right, so bottom left, we have the gray Zerg just pulled off a really nice victory there. It's Bojack. And up in the top right, our Protoss friend, he fought super hard in that last game, didn't get the victory. He's going to try and change it here. It's Pizzalord.
He's in Peru, and he loves pizza, and he was super excited when a Pizza Hut opened there. Sends me a picture of him in the mall at a Pizza Hut standing in line. Pretty funny. Hopefully be back in the States soon. Waiting for his wife's immigration papers to process.
Oh, that can be a really long process. I hope that goes well for him.
Yeah, it can be. I think he's been there for at least a year.
Suffering, not having good pizza choices.
I don't know how he does it. I mean, it'd be great to visit a country like that, but just move there.
Well, it's love, Ox. Come on, it's worth it.
Yeah, I would have abandoned my wife, for sure.
Wow, all future prospects, just let it be known.
Go to Peru, lovely country, but, you know, getting used to that compared to the States, I'm sure is very difficult. But yeah, for him, it must be love.
Well, Bojack's sticking to his pool before hatchery here, even on a map like Match Point, which I feel has like incredibly long rush distance, right?
You like this map?
I never really cared for it too much, to be honest, but I don't dislike it. It's meh to me. I think for Protoss, the fact that the Zerg can't get a third gas at its third base usually is probably helpful for you. Because when Zergs get like the third, fourth gas, it starts to get pretty scary. Could probably see a pretty good like 2-base play from the Protoss on this map. I feel like that would be strong. Go double upgrades, you know, a bunch of gates. Because I feel like a lurker contain is going to be a bit harder. Protoss is able to control that kind of like ramp and the area towards the third outside of the natural there. It's harder to contain with lurkers.
So Pizzalord playing safe, making a cannon, but he's working his ass off, keeping his scout probe alive, and I think he can see how many lings are being made. There's probably no reason to come over here on the map other than to die.
No,
so I wanted to say he probably didn't need to make a cannon there, and that gives you a little bit of advantage, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of the last game too, right? He could have thrown down the Nexus a bit earlier if he had skipped the cannon.
Like if you're not going to scout with your probe, yeah, make a cannon. And with your probe, you're mining. But he's losing that mining time with his probe. He's scouting, he's getting the information. I don't know. It's probably not a major thing, but I feel the cannon was necessary.
Yeah. And Bojack has made me look stupid when I said earlier about the third not having gas. He just decided to take the top left instead. So he's going to get his gas. And I kind of was hoping that the probe was going to keep wandering up that side of the map. But he stopped at the mineral only and is now kind of circling back. And there it goes. Loses the scouting probe.
By default, I think that drone just attacked it unintentionally.
That drone is the victor. Where is he? Yeah, that's right. Quick spire this time. All right.
It seems like the first game where he made a Hydralisk then shortly afterwards. I like this though, he's droning up.
Yeah. Let's see, is Protoss going to, because he doesn't have any information right now, so he doesn't know if it's Spire or if it's Hydra Bust again. So we got to see what he's going to choose to do. I would think he needs to throw down a Stargate if you're blind, and get the Corsair out so you can scout. There we go, Stargate.
Is that a late start gate?
It seemed a bit late to me.
Right.
Yeah.
This Spire's almost done. Unless you want to make cannons, but if they're going Hydraless, you just... I don't know, I feel like he's going at it blind.
Yeah. I would have, yeah, I think if he had gotten the Stargate down a bit earlier, I'm not sure where the gas was going, or maybe he just didn't mine enough gas early. I'm not sure. He's getting +1 attack, and 6 mutas made instantly, and a set of Scourge. So, I guess he wants to get that first Corsair. Little does he know, the mutas are probably gonna get there before the Corsair even finishes.
Looking good for Zerg.
Yeah, 4 Zealots being made. So he's going with the Zealot heavy style again, but it's gonna get punished.
Got no cannons.
Yeah, no cannons in the main. He didn't even start a Corsair. So
I mean, he
just
sees the Scourge, so that should kind of trip you off.
Yeah, and he just GG's. The Muta rush wins. So that's
Nicely
Bojack
done.
taking it 3-1, right?
Yep.
Congratulations to Bojack. Nice series.
I think a lot of Protosses lose like that. They just don't know what's going on. Keeping your probe alive, if it dies, scouting again. But I think you got to keep that baby alive for 5 minutes, if possible. See what they're doing.
Yeah, a trick that I've learned from the awesome Quark stream is that if you are gonna lose that probe or it gets really low, to have another one selected in like a hotkey already, and just mineral walk it to the Zerg's main. So it comes out of your base already, mineral walking, and you can run the hurt one away, or if you lose it, then you already have a second one going out onto the map.
I mean, worst case scenario, you make cannons. But if they try to do a Hydraless bust, you just spent a bunch of minerals on nothing, making cannons inside your main, I guess. At the natural, if you made some cannons around your Nexus, they're probably not going to help when it comes to the choke area, but it'll still come useful if the Hydraless somehow bust whatever cannons you have at the choke or your gateway. But I think Pizzalord was just kind of hoping Bojack wasn't going air. He saw the Scourge, and I think that should have tipped him off immediately, though, and he should have made cannons.
Yeah, I don't know if they really would have gotten up, but he could have gone for it, and at least started a Corsair or something.
Not sure if he should have left, though, too. He had 2 gateways. I know it'd take a while to pump out Dragoons. He had a Stargate. He could have made a Corsair. There was 1 cannon at the net. It wasn't looking good for him, but a situation where you definitely leave the game, I'd say no, because I think Bojack showed us in previous games that even though he was in the lead, he was very vulnerable to losing that lead. Like, for example, he lost a bunch of Hydraless to Storms.
Yeah.
Or certain kinds of decisions that didn't go so well for Bojack that I think Pizzalord should keep in mind. Whereas sometimes you play an opponent that's so good that you're just like, I'm screwed. Like, there's no way I'm keeping up.
Yeah, it was gonna be rough roads. I don't hate the GG and leave early, but some fighting spirit might have been good there. Just see how it goes, and when your life is on the line in the show match.